Okay, so we're going to finish 3.7. We have a couple left, and then you guys will have the rest of the time to work on the problems and ask questions and whatever you need to do. Remember, there's a quiz tomorrow on 3.7, but it's only on 3.7. And then afterwards, the quiz 3.5 corrections are due, so if you have time and you haven't done that, you can work on that afterwards, or any other missing work that you have. So what we're looking for in problem 5 is what are the equations for the horizontal and vertical lines through 2, 4. So they give you an ordered pair. This is the most confused question that students normally have with this whole section, even though if you think about it, it does make sense, but you do have to think a little bit. So all they give you is a point 2, 4. They're looking for a horizontal line through it. They're also looking for a vertical line through it. So they've already graphed those for us. So let's work on this one first. Okay, so we have one ordered pair. We are looking for the equation that goes through that one. So we're going to do the vertical one first. So if you want to, you could do 2 ordered pairs. And then we could do the equation of the line through that one. But it's actually easier than that. So what point is this right here? 2 and 2, 0. Okay, so the x part though is 2, right? So this equation goes through the x-axis at 2. So your equation is x equals 2. That's it. Okay, so if you are looking for a vertical line, the vertical line passes through the x-axis at 2. That's it. Because then every other point would be 2 something, right? 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, negative 1, whatever. The x's are always the same. Okay, now that's the easiest way that you can do it. If you're going to take the hard way, here's what you would have to do. You would say, okay, I have a point 2, 4. I also have a point 2, 0. I would need to find the slope through those, which we can do. We can either count or we can use the formula. If we actually count, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that the rise or the run? The vertical part.
Right.
Rise. So my slope is 4 for the rise. What's the run when it doesn't go anywhere? 0. Can I have a slope like that?
Yeah, it's an undefined slope.
That's an undefined slope. So you can't even actually have that in the equation. So what you're looking at is you would then have to come up with an equation that doesn't have an x in it, right? So we're going to write it like this. Wait, no, I don't want to do that. You're going to do, did we do the, we were just using point slope. Okay. So on this one, can we do point slope form if we don't have a slope? Not really, right? Can we do slope intercept form? Does a vertical line cross the y-axis at all? No. So it's always going to be an x equals equation then, and it's an x equals where this thing crosses. So if you try to use the other part, it doesn't really work on this one because it's just a vertical line going through 2. So let's also do the horizontal line. This one is kind of the same. So we're looking at this one. We have the point 2, 4 on there. We can use it if we want to. What's this point right here? 0, 4. Okay, so this point right here is 0, 4. This point right here was 2, 0. Okay, so does this one cross the y-axis at all? At 4. What's the slope of a horizontal line?
No slope. 0 slope.
0 slope, yep. So if the other one was undefined, this one is actually 0. So, excuse me. Your slope is 0, and your b is 4. So for this one, it would be y equals 4. So you're given an ordered pair, 2, 4. One of the equations is x equals 2 because the 2 stands for the x spot, right? The other one is y equals 4 because the 4 stands for the y spot. So if you're looking for horizontal and vertical, if you remember that this is kind of like an ordered pair, one of your equations is x equals 2, the other is y equals 4. That's the only thing that you can do with a horizontal and a vertical line. It's never slanted, so it's not going to have like a 2/3 slope or anything like that. So this one is just kind of a unique question, but it does make sense if you think about it. Okay, so what would this one be without even graphing it? We want horizontal and vertical lines. So how we need to come up with 2 lines, what are they going to be? Yep, x equals 4 is one of them. Y equals -3 is the other. Not super complex, but it's hard to remember that that's what you do. But remember, the line that goes horizontally has a 0 slope. So it would be like a y equals 0x plus whatever that b number is. The other one is an undefined slope. So it doesn't, that means that it's vertical, it doesn't have a slope, and a lot of times that one doesn't cross the y-axis at all. So you can't have a y in there either. So this is an x equals equation. And that is it. So this is the most difficult question, even though when I do it, it seems really easy. But when you guys do it, like on a quiz or something, people always forget what to do. So probably write one of those down just so you have it. You can if you want to. You can always graph it if you want to. I don't know if this one has a graph on the quiz or not. So, but I know that there is a question just like this one on there. So I'll leave this one up there for a few minutes. We will work on the 9 through 41 odd, and if you finish, you can put it in the tray. It's due tomorrow night, even though we take the quiz during class.